This is the mayor, aka Reginald Hodge, Coach Hodge, Mr. Hodge, Son Hodge. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to another evening with Turtle Island Sports. I'm here with my wonderful host, Devo, aka the Oracle. Tell them how you feel, Devo.
My people, how's everything? I hope all is well. Peace and blessings to all, especially all the servicemen that sacrifice their lives so we can do stuff like this every evening and do stuff and just being as free as we can be in on Turtle Island. And that's why we call this show Turtle Island, because this was the original name of this hemisphere, of this continent, was Turtle Island. But we gonna not talk about politics or military or anything else. We're gonna talk about sports. So people, let's get with it and let's go, my brother Reg. Let's do this shit.
Good deal, good deal, good deal. We're kicking it off with NBA, big story right now. And for anyone who's watching the game, it is at halftime right now. I'm talking about game 7 of the Heat versus the Celtics. It was a 6-point lead last I checked for the Celtics. Devo, question. How did you originally see this series going, and how did it compare with how it actually went?
Pretty much I've seen it go this way. I pretty much saw it's going to be one of those old 1990 type series where defense will overrule everything. It's going to be a very physical, and it's going to be the healthiest team is going to win. And right now, the healthiest team is Boston, because Miami right now, they look like the Walking Dead, man. Oof. Jimmy Butler, he literally carrying them. You know, Hero is still hurt. They got, was it named Struss, whatever. He's Struce, whatever. This dude, he sound like a G leaguer, and you know, Bam is doing his thing, and Oladipo, he finally came back. He came back from all his injuries, and he's chipping in. So Miami's keeping it close, but I think Cream rises to the top, and I think Ime and the Celtics will pull this out by the end. I don't see, because me personally, if Miami make it to the NBA Finals, it'll be Golden State in 5. Miami just don't have the horses to stay with Golden State. So at least Boston would give Golden State a better series, a much better series.
I somewhat agree with you on this, except the way I saw it, I did not see it going 7. I thought the Heat were more healthy than they actually were. That was my mistake. And we saw when they were healthy, fully equipped, it wasn't even close.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying, making the mistake, in my opinion, of saying Boston's the better team, when, in my opinion, in actuality, Miami's the better team when complete 100% head to head. Miami more consistent on defense, more consistent where they got more shooters actually, and they have more playmakers when healthy. Like there's Tatum and Brown on Boston.
When
That's
healthy.
true.
When healthy.
And that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is what
Kyle Lowry should be on a keto diet with us, man. Come on, man. The brother looked like a fullback.
Yeah. It's not just a fullback. I think that goes into that lower body injury where now these guys are getting injured, and now that flipped the whole series.
Yeah, but still look at him, man. Who can he guard? You damn sure can't guard Marcus Smart. He damn sure can't guard Jaylen Brown.
He's hurt. And that's the thing. He's hurt.
It's not like he's hurt, man. He's overweight, man. The brother's overweight, man. Come on, man. Yes.
Well, I believe when he's healthy, that's part of being healthy, being in shape.
Yes, being in shape. Yes.
So when he's healthy, we've seen it. When he's healthy, he's a dog.
Yo,
And through the regular season, he was healthy. I don't know what happened with that lower body injury when he got it, or whenever he got it at the latter end of the season. It seems he hasn't been able to handle his business professionally since he's gotten hurt.
it's what he need, man.
Oh,
It's
the
what he
keto
need.
bread, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah. It's,
shout out to you, Oracle. Hey,
it's what he
I had to
need,
put
man.
that on the shopping
People,
list when you sent it to
people,
me.
yes, man. Keto. See, 0 carbs, man. That's what he need when he make a sandwich. When his wife is making him those late night sandwiches after the game, man. Stop using Wonder Bread. Stop using Nature's Own, man. Use that, man. I'm just saying, man. Yo, he got to eat more salads, man.
Yeah. Or get with a nutritionist.
And that's it. He's making about $30 million a year, man.
You make enough money.
Nutritionist is
Get with
nothing.
a nutritionist. Make them do their job. You make enough money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
You can have a personal trainer and nutritionist damn near living with him.
So that's where I am on the fence. Where
But
I would
then I
be-
tell you,
I would be
brothers.
shocked if
But
Miami.
then I'll tell you,
won that.
brothers, Thursday that this series is going 7 games. And all the mainstream media was like, Boston is going to end it Friday. Boston gonna... Yo, the NBA is a show, people. Is a show. It's just like AEW and WWE. It's a show.
Here we go with this.
It's
Here
a,
we go with this.
yo.
Well, why couldn't they make Dallas and Dallas and Golden State a show?
What?
Why
Yo,
couldn't
come
they
on,
make
man.
Dallas and
Because
Golden
Dallas
State?
wasn't supposed to be there. Who was supposed to have been there? Phoenix. Phoenix would have made that series.
Excuse
Phoenix
us.
would.
How do we know they weren't supposed to be there?
What? Because
How
they
do we
messed
know
up
they
the
weren't supposed to
script.
be? They won the
messed
game.
up
They
the
did their job.
script. They messed up the script. The script would have been perfect.
How they mess up the
CP3
script?
against Steph
That's crazy
Curry.
to me. How they
Yo,
messed the
come
script
on,
up?
man. They messed up the script, man.
What script? Because for me, I believe they want Boston to win. The NBA wants Boston to win.
No. They want Golden State to win because they want something.
No, I'm talking about win this game and get into the finals.
Because
then they want Golden State to win the finals.
Because Steph Curry could shake his ass better than Aisha, man. I'm just saying, man. Yo. And you know, Aisha, you ever saw that video Aisha doing the Millie Rock, man? That shit is frightening, man. But yo, they want Boston, the fucking the legacy of the Boston Celtics, and Golden State building a new legacy. Come on, man. This shit is made for television, man. What kind of legacy Dallas have? A leaky arena?
Hey man, chill out.
And that's one thing. Mainstream media, Luka is no Larry Bird. Luka is a Eastern European version of James Harden. Come on, everybody, keep it real. That he could get his shot at any time. He can pass halfway decent, but can't play no defense.
But see, now here's the thing. I believe Luka is a top 10 player. My problem is all these people. No, whoa, hold on a second. My problem is people are overreacting to the fact that he's a top 10 player. They're saying he's top 5. They're saying he's the best player in the league. No. You can't be one way and be the best player in the league. That there, sir, is impossible. That there, you have a huge hole in your game in basketball.
I have heard a national sportscaster, radio sportcaster, DG, Dougie Fresh, whatever, say that Jimmy Butler is not as good as Luka. Although, like once again, man, we said it last week, Jimmy Butler is dragging cartoon characters to the NBA Finals, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Luka, what?
Yeah, you're right. And that's the thing. And that's the thing about
Luka.
And that's the thing. You know what it is? Jimmy Butler is the inverse of Luka. And just roll with me for a second. Luka knew fresh, has a fun part to his game, and got everyone into it. And he's a little overrated. Where, yes, there's a little, very overrated.
Yes,
Bordering on the extreme. Like they're saying now, I do believe he's already better than Dirk Nowitzki. I don't.
No, he's not. Oh hell no. Dirk was
Yeah,
a
I do
nigga.
believe.
Yo, as Dr. Martin Luther King said, longevity has its place, and Dirk did it longer than most in the NBA.
That's true. That's true. But what's the difference with saying it now than in 10 years when he does have all the accolades to match?
If Luka could take them to 2 championships, 2 NBA finals, and shit like that, then I give him props. He haven't. He hasn't yet. True. And comparing him to Larry Bird, when Larry Bird was 23, he was winning championships already.
True.
Come on,
I never
man.
compared him to Larry Bird. I never compared him.
Man. Well, mainstream media, man. They talk about
like I said, the Jimmy, like comparing it to Jimmy Butler, where Jimmy Butler is the underrated star, not appreciated. The game isn't sexy. But same thing that Luka did, he's dragging his team, except in a actual better fashion. He's dragging his team to higher heights.
Isn't Jimmy
if
Butler
they don't mess this up, they're down by 9 right now. But if he figures out a way to get them to the finals, it's 2 NBA finals he has to Luka's none.
But what I'm saying is, isn't Jimmy Butler that Hoosier story that all these mainstream media is looking for? A man that had nothing, a man that had to go to junior college, man had to go to Marquette and make the team. The man that wasn't drafted to the 2nd round, he had to prove himself, and now he's one of the top 10 players in the NBA. But why they don't like his story, man? His story, that's fucking Rocky Balboa type shit.
I'm telling you, to be honest, if he figures out a way to bring them back this half, and let's say the craziness does happen, and Miami figures out a way to win it all this year, they need to make a movie about it because it fits up perfectly. We've made a movie about Les. We made a movie about a dude who made the Philadelphia Eagles to play special teams.
Oh, Vince Papale. I used to watch him, man. Vince Papale, he was a sick dude, man, because he used to throw his body recklessly all into wedges, man.
But he played special teams versus the dude who was a catalyst on a potential NBA champion that used to be homeless. He went from being homeless to the catalyst of an NBA champion.
But come on, man. I guess Marky Mark can't play Jimmy Butler. You know, Mark Wahlberg and Jimmy Butler are boys. They're friends. I guess Mark can't play Jimmy Butler, huh?
He'll figure out a way.
He'd be on some Tropic Thunder. Tropic
Thunder his ass off. It's not blackface, it's brown, guys.
Hey, yo, why do Marcus Smart got that Dr. Seuss hair? What the fuck, Sam? I am, goddamn.
Look Marcus Smart drives me nuts.
Yo, he looked like green eggs and ham. He looked like green eggs and ham, man. Do you see that motherfucker?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo. Like, I just turned around and watched this shit and saw this motherfucker take a shot. And why do they give Marcus Smart the green light at the 3-point line? Because, yo, man, he had built a condominium, man. He had built an apartment complex with all the bricks he had blown up, man.
Look, man, as someone who said the Heat and got a little love for the Heat, I hope he keeps shooting the 3. He gonna shoot us right back in this game.
Well, I hope not, because I got money on Boston, man. Like I told you earlier, man, I got a parlay. Let's go Mets and the Boston Celtics. So, yo, I need them.
Like about to get your money.
I hope so.
But yeah, man, Marcus Smart please cut your hair, please.
No, you don't have to cut his hair. I don't mind. I don't mind the afro after you take the braids out. Just let it go wild. I don't mind the Maxwell look.
Right.
That fucking Dr. Seuss look, man. Why you paint your hair green, man? Why? At least Dennis Rodman did this shit with some flair, man. He had rainbow and shit, man. This motherfucker looked like, man, he just went to Lowe's and told the motherfucker, this spray that shit on my hair, man.
Exactly. Here's some wall paint. Got some spray wall paint.
Whomever his hairstylist, man, they stealing money from you, Marcus. I'm just letting you know right now, man.
But hey, speaking of cartoon characters stealing money and so on and so forth, Tank Davis last night, my lord, state of boxing. Saturday night lightweight event at the Barclays Center was no different, as 18,970 people were in attendance to see Tank Davis and Ronaldo Romero crashing into the ropes for yet another high real finish with a 6-round TKO. Davis proved once again he's one of the biggest stars in boxing. The Barclays Center in Brooklyn was sold out. His December fight versus Cruz at Crypto Arena in Los Angeles, another packed house. No matter what city, whom he faces, Davis left no doubt he's one of sports' most bankable athletes. Devo, what do you think about that Tank Davis performance, and what do you think should come next?
Well, Tank. I told my brother last night, Rolando toughest fight was with the Las Vegas police when that woman accused him of sexual assault. But, other than that, man, you saw, I was telling y'all, we were watching the fight. Tank was looking for that left to hit him with. When he caught him, that dude, he got hit so hard, he forgot how to stand up and walk, man. You saw when he was on the ground, he was trying to stand up, and his leg was telling him, no, it's over. Don't try to get up, it's over. And he just kept on moving his leg, and finally he got up, and he did the drunk man stagger, and the referee was like, nah, B. It's over, man.
You had a good night, son. You had a good night.
Man. I want you to cash your check, man, and enjoy it. Yo. But why don't anybody want to see Tank Davis against Shakur Stevenson? That's the fight I want to see, man.
Well, that is one of the most interesting fights in boxing, even though I think the fight everybody wants to see is the Bud Crawford, Errol Spence fight. I think that's, to me, would be number 2 because it's the most interesting because of the style. Tank Davis is coming with that block out. He's coming with that heavy hammer. And then you got Shakur Stevenson with the best defense I've seen since Mayweather.
And that's the whole thing. I want to see what Tank does when he have a fighter that could box, that could defend, that could move around. I want to see, because Tank just wait people out. And once they put their guard down, bam, that left hook is there in their mug. Fight over.
Yeah, and it's kind of reminds me of that Deontay Wilder, where I'm not trying to box you. I'll let you. If you can last this fight, you last this fight, you're going to win. But I got this one punt, this one neutralizer that all it takes is one mistake.
Yes.
And
Tyson Fury showed him, if you got a chin, and if you get up, you got problems. And once Tyson went to Sugar Hill, and Sugar Hill taught him how to knock.
Sugar Hill won those fights.
Sugar Hill taught Tyson Fury how to knock out a big black man. The rest was history, man.
Yeah, Sugar Hill won those fights. Because if
Oh
he
yeah,
stayed with that regular trainer, it would have been
and
sleep second fight, sleep third
and
fight.
Tyson Fury said so. All that he did was jab and slap, jab and slap. Sugar Hill taught him how to step into his punches. Bam! And look, man, he put Deontay to sleep, not once but twice, man. Yo, man, I was like, damn, Deontay. I'm like, at least, man, have some cardio, man. Then remember, the first fight he blamed it. The second fight, rather, he blamed it on the uniform he came in with.
Yeah, that was absolutely utterly ridiculous. Nobody wants that. You're a professional athlete. To
And
me,
then
if Deontay Wilder had cardio, he would have won that third fight. If he had cardio,
no, but since the beginning of time, all fighters did road work. All fighters wake up 5 in the morning and do 5-10 miles of road work. What he said, I don't need that. I just need one punch.
And that's what I'm saying. Like his trainer, I don't know who. To me, if Deontay, like Tyson Fury, changed trainers, changed the fights. If Deontay Wilder went with like Mayweather and had, because it's a natural right hand he has already. He already has the natural right hand. He doesn't need to really perfect that. Hey, you get your defense straight. You have your right hand. You do your world work, practice your defense, and like Mayweather would show, just as Tyson was taught how to knock a man out. Now, Deontay Wilder can be trained how to not get knocked out and how to deal with it exactly.
And Tank Davis, work on your public speaking, work on your diction. Hire yourself some speaking coaches. So therefore, you could become a free agent and you will be promoted free. Because I know you had your back and forth with Mayweather, TNT, that shit. Look, man, do what Tyson have done, do what Ali have done. Yo, be so big when you bigger, and same thing with Sugar Ray Leonard. Be so big that promoters come to you and you pick the best deal. You don't have to sign with a promoter. And that's probably a lot of fighters. That would happen with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford signed with old Arum. Arum is old as dirt. Arum was in the Kennedy administration. Do you know that? He was a lawyer in the Kennedy. Look it up. He was a lawyer in the Kennedy administration.
Christ.
That's how old that motherfucker is, man. So man, I understand when you start, you need a promoter, because Mayweather's first promoter was Bob Arum, and remember, Bob Arum had him as Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yep. And
Floyd, like, look, every story has a hero and has a villain. Let me take this villain route. And
both get paid. Every story has a hero and a villain, and they both get paid.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yo.
So let's get paid.
Ain't nothing wrong being a villain.
Exactly. And it was brilliant business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I would be interested. Tank fight Shakur. Bud fight Crawford. Canelo, I believe he's doing Triple G.
The Bud is Crawford. You mean
Bud
fight
Spence. Mm-hmm. And Canelo, I believe he's getting with Triple G.
Yeah, well, Canelo got a wake-up call. He realized, man, he didn't take that Russian serious. And Bivol beat him from start to finish. Yeah. And you look at it,
you realize them punches wasn't moving like he moved people.
And that's the whole thing. And Canelo's body wasn't. His body wasn't as toned.
Uno momento, mi amigo. Hold on a second.
His body was as toned as normally. So because usually he figure up middleweights and super middleweights. He figure your ass out. Because remember he dotted Billy Joe Saunders' eye, and he just walked away like he's done. And he broke his orbital bone, and I was like, damn. You know, yo, Bivol, he couldn't do that, man. Yo, that Russian dude couldn't even say that he's from St. Petersburg, Russia. His family's in St. Petersburg, Russia. He had to say he's from California, man. Yo, man, that shit's fucked up, man.
Crazy.
Yo, man, he had nothing to do with Putin attacking the Ukraine, man. Shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That I felt bad for that man. He could only halfway celebrate. You know, he couldn't get too deep into it.
Yeah. And speaking of Russia, man, let's free Britney, man. She been locked up for over 100 days now, man. Brittany Griner. If you don't know Brittany Griner, man, yo, man, go to this website. wearebg.org, man, and sign the petition. I've been sending the petition out all over Twitter. But yo, man, do that shit, man. Try to get this chick out, man, because the U.S. government ain't trying to get her out.
No, they're not. I don't care what nobody says. They're not trying to get her out.
Trust me, if it was LeBron James,
they'd be out.
If it was Allen Iverson, that motherfucker would have been out. Yes.
They would have been out. If it's one of these, no. Allen Iverson, LeBron James, hell, maybe Carmelo Anthony probably still.
He would have been out. But you know, that's the WNBA, man. You don't pay these ladies any money. You don't pay these ladies any money, and so therefore they gotta work for these gangsters in European countries and in Asia, and boom. And a lot of these owners of these teams, it's money laundering. They got their money unsavory. Let's put it like this. They businessmen now, but you know, they could tell a tale like Jay-Z. A lot of these businessmen in Russia.
Yeah, man. And it makes me think, how far down the list do you go before you get to another athlete that will go through Brittany Griner, what they're going through? Because any of those 9-figure NBA players, any of them, even the ones we may not know as famous as Brittany Griner, you best believe they'd be out. You best believe calls would have been made, deals would have been done.
Oh, Phil Knight. If it was LeBron James, Phil Knight would have came out there personally. Because
Phil remember, had a private army. Hey, tell me right now what needs to be done. You gonna tell me right now?
Remember when the ball boy got caught up stealing in China? Yo, the owner of the Brooklyn Nets negotiate his release, man. It was Joe Tsai, Alibaba. That motherfucker negotiated this motherfucker release, man.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. You caught up with the right money, they'll go ahead and they'll take care of that fact of whatever's going on, whatever problem they have, and miss me with the marijuana charges, so on and so forth. It just so happens now they caught her. Whatever.
All of a sudden, man,
whatever.
It smells like a setup, man. And then Biden talking that shit to Putin. Putin like, I show you, we got your 6'9" basketball player. What you gonna do, motherfucker? Now what? And Biden was like, ooh.
But here's the thing. And this is the one thing that kind of frustrates me. They want, I think it's some arms dealer. There was a rumor they wanted a Russian arms dealer let out to trade for Brittany Griner. I'm like, man, I've heard of some, especially being in sports, you hear some horrible trades.
Man.
Okay, y'all ain't serious.
What about a couple of hockey players and a soccer player to be named later?
There you go.
Yeah, come on.
You get some of these hockey dudes.
Get a couple of hockey players for the KHL. I had watched a couple of games of KHL hockey, man, during the pandemic, man. That shit's wild, man. Pandemic, man. Man, I was jonesing for sports, man. So I watched
that pandemic life. It hit different, huh?
That pandemic life, man. I was watching baseball from Korea, baseball from Japan, Yo, man, that shit, man. I was watching basketball from Germany. Yo, that shit, man. Yo, that shit was crazy, man. No, I'm glad shit is back now. And Jalen looked like Jalen Brown hit a free throw, so that's good. So, yeah, man. But yeah, man, free homegirl, Brittany, man, Brittany Grinder, man. Like I said, man, she don't deserve this shit. And anyway, like I know the laws are different in Russia and shit, but it wasn't like you found a key in her bag and shit. Like she was going to distribute that shit. It's a fucking vape pen, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Right. And that's the thing that's just so convenient, so weirdly convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I find so hilarious, me personally. Now we got a little thing going on. Speaking of hilarious, Cincinnati Reds outfielder Tommy Pham, he Saturday agreed to his 3-game suspension for slapping San Francisco Giants outfielder Joc Pederson on the cheek over a fantasy football dispute prior to Friday's game. MLB said Pham was suspended for inappropriate conduct, and he was also fined. The suspension was retroactive to Friday and runs through Sunday when the Reds series with the Giants concludes in Cincinnati. Your thoughts, Mr. Oracle?
You see how baseball have fallen, man? Yo, motherfucker used to fight over Nolan Ryan throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastball past their head. I respect a fight like that. A motherfucker slide too hard and he get up like what? And motherfuckers grill motherfuckers and they start tussling. I respect that shit. Fantasy fucking football. Hey, yo, don't you know the brother that was fighting over? Go ahead, man. Tell the world, man, about this brother.
The dude, he's a third-string running back for the 49ers. My son, that is his actual, I can't make this up. That's my son's favorite player because I trained him in college when I was at UNT. He went to UNT. One of the freakiest athletes I ever met in my life. Dude is a legit dude. And he's a good dude as well. He's a real good dude. Jeffrey, this ever catches up to see you, hey, man, shout out to you, bro. Salute to you. And the first game my son ever went to, Jeffrey at the end, I was talking to him. Jeffrey took his gloves off and handed them to my son, just mid-conversation. Let him have them. You know, he a real solid dude. And ever since then, that's the first game my son's ever went to. He's always followed Jeffrey, and that's his favorite player. So to hear this, I feel bad. Like, Jeffrey don't deserve this.
Well,
they gave him a fight.
I guess Pham felt that he was solid too.
I'm telling you, Pham was legit upset. Like, what the hell is this?
Oh, yo, Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, and Tom Pham smacked Joc. Oh shit, yo, this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, bro.
Shit is crazy, man. Over fantasy football, man. Yo, that's what's wrong with you, baseball. Baseball, go back to the old school, man. When pitchers throw at motherfuckers, when batters throw bats at motherfuckers, when motherfuckers get hit and they talk shit walking up to first base. I want to see that shit again, man. I want to see motherfuckers steal base when it's 10-0, man, and motherfuckers get mad over that shit.
But that should tell you something about baseball, where the most we're talking about baseball is the thing that's not on the diamond. Like my most recent memory, the most vivid one of baseball was when your boy from the Cincinnati Reds fought the whole San Diego Padres team. He wanted to fight he had enough.
Everybody.
Enough.
And
like that's what I was like, what? See, that is what.
And my man Yasiel Puig, Puig was all in it. He just got traded. I think either he got traded to that or he just got traded away that same night. And that motherfucker was like, yo, fuck it. Yo, I'm on the Reds. Fuck it. We fucking fighting. Yo,
Exactly. He had
that
to get
shit.
traded. That had to be his first day. That
Mm-hmm.
had to be his first day. Man, that was the greatest thing. Oh my god, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, and I
That
ain't seen some
Jackie,
wildness.
that Jackie shit was weak. I
Yeah,
mean, come on, man. Yo, you go. Damn, man. The Mets are losing, man. 4-3, motherfuckers.
hmm.
About to lose my money. Damn. Yeah. But anyway, I digress, man. But yo, man, this Jackie shit was bullshit, man. Look, man, let's have motherfuckers really don't like each other, man. Let's have motherfuckers, sliding hard on motherfuckers crashing into home plate, uh, crashing into the catcher. With all this video replay shit now, you don't even have managers getting kicked out anymore. I used to love seeing managers curse out umpires. Umpires curse back at them, and they get
I
thrown out.
actually didn't like that.
I like that
Be-
shit. Yeah.
because I'm used to football and basketball, where you really, you know, it's kind of why do they get away with it in baseball when all these other sports you can't do it?
Well, in basketball, if you look at a motherfucker wrong, they give you a technical. As
Right.
Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley stared at a motherfucker. He got a technical. Same to Rasheed Wallace, man. Because yo, man, uh, NBA referees are petty as fuck, man. No motherfuckers. Because when you ask me, you know what I say about the NBA referees, but I can't say it on the air because motherfuckers look at me like, oh, you starting some shit. But come on, man. Come on, man.
We know what
Yo,
time it
all
is.
thing
Bro.
I'm
We
saying,
know, Devo.
all thing I'm saying, Tim Donaghy wasn't the only motherfucker that had money on the
He
game.
couldn't have.
That's
He couldn't have
that's
been the
all
only
I'm
one.
saying. He wasn't. They made him out as a lone wolf. That motherfucker wasn't a lone wolf. But that motherfucker's gangster. He ain't snitching on anybody. But he wasn't the only motherfucker. Trust me, I've been watching basketball too
Well, it's
long.
common sense. A whole NBA league, all that money involved, all that money that he was involved in, and he figured out and did every single thing himself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Come on, man. So I ain't gonna say, Scott Forster. I know you referring tonight. Good luck,
Ugh,
Miami. Good luck, Miami.
yeah.
Scott Foster do not like home teams. I'm just saying. Check the record, people. If what the shit I'm saying, Google Scott Foster and away teams in the playoffs. That's all I gotta say.
Mm.
And check the record. Check the record.
Oh my goodness. All right. So now, speaking of Josh Donaldson and Tim Anderson, Josh Donaldson did apologize to Jackie Robinson's family today. Josh Donaldson was suspended by MLB for one game after he called Anderson Jackie, which was a referral to the 2019 quote when Anderson compared himself to today's Jackie Robinson. Anderson believed the remark was racist. Now, was he right to believe that, Devo?
Yeah, hell yeah. That yo, man. Why you gonna joke about Jackie Robinson with the shit he went through? First 3 years in the major leagues, motherfuckers call him nigger. Motherfucker call him coon. They fucking spiked him. They tried to detach his fucking Achilles tendon on him, man. They do it. Talk about throwing at him. They threw at his head. Yo. And the motherfucker had to take the shit, man. Whole stadium's throwing shit at you. Chanting the N-word at you, man. And you can't do shit. That's why I like after the 1949 season, and of course, the mainstream media don't bring this shit up. Branch Rickey told Jackie, okay, motherfucker, fuck with you now, Jackie. You do what you have to do. And Jackie did. Jackie knocked out all of Enos Slaughter fronts. That's the motherfucker that tried to spike him on his Achilles tendon, man. That motherfucker, he was sliding in it was a routine double play. Jackie was playing second base. Instead of throwing it to first, Jackie took the ball and mushed that shit in Enos Slaughter's mouth and stood over the motherfucker and watched that motherfucker just pick up his teeth and ran off the field with a bloody shirt on, man. Fuck that, man. Yo, man. Jackie Robinson had to take a whole lot of bullshit, man. He had to go to hotels in the black side of town because motherfuckers wouldn't let him. Philadelphia, PA, a fucking 100-mile trip from New York, was about to boycott and refuse to play the Brooklyn Dodgers because Jackie was on the team, man. Come on, man. It's the shit he went through. Yo.
And so with all that being said, now you spin it forward to the day. What do you think should have happened to Joc Pederson?
That didn't happen to Joc Pederson?
What do you think should have happened to him?
Oh, you mean you talking about Josh Donaldson?
Josh Donaldson, not Joc Pederson, not the one who got slapped. Josh Donaldson.
Yo, they did it right. He should have got suspended, man. He was wrong. Yo, man. Jackie, is certain shit you just don't joke about, man.
Certain things you don't joke about.
Yo,
would you say that goes into privilege?
Oh, all the way. All the way. Because he didn't respect, if he knew some of the shit Jackie have gone through, he would have even said that shit. He might have said that shit once, and then when Tim Anderson told him stop, he should have stopped.
Here's another question I got for you, because I got something as well. Do you think it's a difference of him saying, because they are friends, those two were for friends. Is it a difference that him saying that in a national public manner versus him saying it in an intimate manner, where would it be different if those two were playing video games, if they were watching a basketball game together versus out in the public with everyone?
It's a big difference. Just like my girl Kambage, everybody is getting on her because she was talking shit to the Nigerian national team during the Olympics and got kicked off of her team. In fact, yo, that big woman is half Nigerian. So my whole thing is, like, you know, a lot of times we're on the phone, we talking shit to each other. Right. Look, man. And I told Phil one time, I was like, I could talk shit about Reggie. I could talk shit about his weight, but I ain't gonna let another motherfucker I don't know talk about his weight. I'm gonna talk about that motherfucker. Motherfucker probably got two eyes going two different ways, man. I'm just saying, it's man. Yo, it's a big difference. But we talk on the phone all the time. We talking shit to each other.
Right. And that's where my mind went, was like, in relationships, you got certain boundaries in all relationships. Mm-hmm. I got boundaries in the relationships with my wife, and that's my queen. That's my, as you say, my wisdom. That's my everything. My wife.
Yeah. And
me and her have boundaries. There's certain boundaries I don't cross, and those apply. There's things we can do in private. We can be a lot looser in private than when I'm out in public. Such as when I'm out in public, there's things I don't say to my wife. I'm not going to cuss my wife out in public. I'm not going to, it would be a really emergency situation for me to even raise my voice to my wife in public, because I don't want people to see me disrespecting my wife, because I love her that much and she's earned and deserved that kind of respect. And I love her, so I'm going to give her that respect. And then I have friends, same thing that me and you just got done talking about. We talk crazy. Me and Phil talk crazy when we're on the phone, or when I used to hang out with Phil back many moons ago when me and Phil were in the barracks. We would hang out. We talk crazy to each other. But then once we got to work, once we got around, as they say, around company, then we spoke differently. We understood, hey, there's certain things we can't say. We can't let our business out, because we know if they find out, things will be different.
Yeah.
It looks different if we do that in front of them.
And so I think Kambage, man, I think her daddy was Nigerian, so I think she got daddy issues. So that's why she was getting on those Nigerian players. But, you know, that's just me talking, you know. Yo, man, you did you see the video of Kambage, man, slapping chicks upside the head and talking shit about them?
Yeah, to me, it was good basketball. It was good. Hey,
look, man. Same thing here, man.
I liked it.
Man. Look, man. And when all else fail, and you can't find nothing else in your holster to snap about, talk about somebody's mother. That's what I. Yeah. You know, tell them, yeah, your mother liked it last night. Your mother go see me after the game.
Exactly. Make sure your mama has my dinner cooked.
Yeah. Yo, man, I'm taking your mom's out to dinner, man. You want to come along?
Exactly.
You know shit. Well, you know, Delonte West and Gloria, that really happened. Allegedly. I don't want the king shutting this shit down.
You notice I said nothing. I said, Mr. James, sir. I said nothing.
Oh shit! This shit goes.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing you under the bus, Devo. I'm driving the bus and I'm putting it in reverse and backing over you.
So next week, if you see the mayor show on Turtle Island, you know why. Oh shit! Fucking, I got banished by the king.
Shout out to me, King. We can do business, baby.
Yo, shout out to Gloria. Love you, Gloria, from the Boogie Down.
Man, do you hear this, King? Do you hear how he's disrespecting your
No. Gloria is in her 50s. I'm in my 50s. What? You might have been to the same clubs together. What the fuck, man?
Just want you to know this, King. I'm here supporting you, sir. I got your back, sir.
I just want
shout out to Rich Paul too. Shout out.
I just want to know, big fan of Gloria James, Boogie Down Bronx. I'm just saying, man. I'm from the Bronx too, man.
This dude, oh my god.
I've been a LeBron fan since 02.
Clearly you've been a LeBron fan. You might be a little too much of a LeBron fan.
Yeah, since 02, when his game used to come on the Deuce. In high school.
Man, like I said, clearly we know you a LeBron fan. That ain't in question. Just how much of a LeBron fan are you? You might be too much of a LeBron fan.
I'm just saying, man. Man.
Hey, hold on a second.
Gloria's an adult. She's a grown-ass woman.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead and tell that shit to LeBron.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell that 6'9", 270-pound motherfucker that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Yo.
Tell him that if you want to.
Yeah.
Now we come.
I would ask LeBron, do you want a written apology or do you want a verbal one, motherfucker?
With all that being said, we come to the final topic of the show. I purposely wanted to make sure this was the final topic of the show because it kind of hits close to home with me. And this topic is personal. It is about the NFL hiring practices. Today, NFL clubs today adopted new procedures in diversity, equality, equity, and inclusion. In improving the resolution and other rule changes, the league officials will implement wide-sweeping workplace reforms to increase employment opportunities and advancement for minorities and women across the league. That was on the NFL.com page. Devo, I will let you go first. Tell me your thoughts on this article.
Oh, so the NFL now have speed dating for coaches of color and women? Get the fuck out of here, man. All of a sudden now, you just realizing that you got qualified Black, Asian, Latino, and women that could coach and be executives in football, man? Who the fuck was Amy Task? Yo, remember her? She was the vice president of the Raiders when Al really was about that diversity shit, man. Yo, Al Davis drafted the first Black quarterback in the first round. Al Davis hired the first Black head coach. Al Davis hired the first woman with significant power of a football team. And now all these other 31 muckety-muck motherfuckers can't find nobody? Yo.
Hey, here's something I want you to let the people know. When did he hire that first black head coach? Let him know when, so it can hit home and really sink in some of the things that's going on.
1989. 1989, when Mike Shannon was going rogue and wasn't listening to Al Davis, man. Yo. And
Art Shell came in.
And our show had Oakland playing ball. I believe there was still LA when he got hired. It was still
1989, LA. 30 years and change.
30 years and change.
30 years ago. Over 30 years ago, he did that. This is where I want to explain to people the ramifications of the NFL failing with their hiring practices. There's a saying, when you coach and you coach football, especially Texas, and you coach college, the NFL trickles down. Their practices, their management styles, and a lot of their coaching and coaching techniques and schemes, it trickles down. So it goes from the NFL ranks, and it goes down to the college ranks, and it goes down to the high school ranks. This hits home for me because I know I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm going through it right now, where these hiring practices are ridiculous. They're cheating the actual teams all the way around, because you're not hiring the best man, you're hiring the comfortable man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that people need to understand. You're not these teams, these billion-dollar franchises, billion-dollar industries are not acting like billion-dollar industries. I can understand it in high school. Even though it's still not right, I can understand I'm hiring who I'm comfortable with as a school board. I'm hiring who I'm comfortable with. They may feel, hey, they're better for the education system, whatever the excuse is. But the billion-dollar corporations that has access to the whole world, because the NBA has access to the whole world, and they're damn near 50% minorities. But you can't tell me the NFL with their hiring practices, they are acting like a complete mom and pop shop. And this is exactly where I'm going to bring it close to home so people can feel what's going on. Everyone has had a girlfriend or boyfriend, and everyone has had a problem in the relationship that is so simple. But that girlfriend or boyfriend will do every single thing except fix the problem. Hey, sweetheart. For a lot of guys, hey, sweetheart, we need more sex in this relationship. Okay, well, let's hang out. Let's go to more dinners. Let's watch more TV. Let's drink more wine. Let's do this. Let's sit together more. Wait, what? No, that's not what I asked for. A lot of ladies, I need you to spend more time with me. I need you to talk to me more. Okay, come sit with me, sweetheart, while I'm playing video games. Come sit with me while I'm in the middle of a job call. Come sit with me 5 minutes before I go to work. You know, they're doing every single thing except fix the actual problem and address the actual issue. They're dancing around it, and they'll make all these kind of rules that just complicate things. There's no need for a Rooney Rule. There isn't.
Oh, I agree.
All this diversity and sweeping, you don't. If you do your job, you don't need all these things in place.
But even the Rooney Rule, why can't they change the Rooney Rule that instead of you must interview people of color and women, you must hire people of color and women? Why you can't do that? Corporations do that every day.
At a certain level, I'm with you. At a certain level, I'm with you on that. But the only reason I say not exactly that step before hire, the problem is
this step hasn't worked. The interview shit hasn't worked.
I've already said the interview part hasn't worked. Hold on a second.
Shout out to Bill Belichick. Sham interviews.
Devo, I know that I'm telling. I've been to the interviews. Not the NFL, but I've been on the interviews. I know how a lot of it works. They really ain't talking about nothing. They already know who they want.
Once Mark Davis hired Josh McDaniel boy Ziegler as a GM You
So,
knew his frat brother,
right,
his
right.
ex-teammate in college.
Devo, I
was gonna
got you
hire
with
his
that.
ass.
I got you with that. The only thing is there are other good white coaches out there. And like for
Oh
me, I'm a
yeah,
Sean Payton fan. I'm an Andy Reid fan. But I am also a Pep Hamilton fan. A lot of people don't even know who that is. If you look
yo,
him up, he
OC,
is
OC,
renowned for a
OC
lot of the work he does.
for the Texans, OC for the Texans, man.
He has to take a Texans job. He was one of the number one hot candidates about when Andrew Luck, I believe, was around. And all of a sudden he can't get a head coaching job. Eric Bieniemy, they have made every single excuse. But here's a question. I believe this is the first hiring cycle where the top coaching candidate was Dan Quinn. And for me, once again, rightfully so, because he did a damn good job. It's the Dallas Cowboys he did a job with. And okay, he has previous head coaching experience. He did not get the job and he kept this job. But we all know he kept this job because if the gym teacher messes up, Dan Quinn's probably stepping in, just taking that job.
You know, a white coach that should have got a job, but now he's fucking a special team coach in Green Bay.
The
Rich
one out of
Bisaccia.
Oakland or Las
Rich
Vegas.
Bisaccia, yes.
Bisaccia
That
should have got that job.
motherfucker. Yo, man, the place was on fire. The ship was sinking. Motherfuckers were getting arrested left and right. And he got these motherfuckers into the playoffs.
And they played well.
It wasn't for a bad call, they would have been playing KC in the championship, man.
So, like I said, but here's my thing of what I was going to say, though. When it comes to these hiring practices, there needs to be an actual rule of not just interviews. Because the interview, I'm going to be honest with you, the interview is a process.
It's bullshit.
That's just for every other job.
It's bullshit.
That make it look like every other job. The people already know who they want.
Yeah.
So what they need to do is they need to have more networking events where the owners get around a bunch of these black candidates. And here's the second thing they need to do. Black ownership needs to happen because they're acting like there's not enough black people that have enough money to be an owner. There absolutely is. I believe it's Byron Allen.
Byron Allen, man.
He's supposed to buy the Broncos. Why is it so hard? That could fix all of this. I will shut up. And that will fix all of this because now you have someone in the room and we can see what Byron's done. We can see what Byron can do. We'll see.
All I know is older Italian head coaches are treated just like black coaches. Look at Rich Bisaccia and Vic Fangio. You see the quarterbacks he was rolling out last year? Yo, now Nathan Hale or whatever that motherfucking name is, Nathaniel somebody.
Nathaniel Hackett?
Yeah, whatever that motherfucker is. His daddy was a hack as a coach, but I digress. But this motherfucker rolling into a plum job.
I want you to go back to what you just said.
What?
What was that? Because you said something, I don't think you realized you said it.
What? His daddy was a hack.
What is that saying?
Nepotism.
How many black coaches can say that?
Yeah.
I'm a second generation coach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another problem. I truly
nepotism and cronyism. Yes.
I got a bigger problem with cronyism than I really do with the nepotism.
I got a problem with nepotism because look, if you can't get your father the head coaching position or a coordinator position, how can black players get nepotism or cronyism?
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. And there's one of my issues where I don't have a problem with nepotism because that's the thing. Like if Lamar Jackson, let's say Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes, their dad wants to be a quarterback's coach. As far as I'm concerned, whoever is the quarterback's coach was the quarterback's coach. That's how I feel. And that's why, to me, as long as it rolls that way, it goes both ways, then fine. But I know it doesn't. So that's where my problem will come in. But still, the thing that just drives me nuts about this issue of hiring. Football is unique from all the other sports because coaching, and I'm not saying this to say it, I know this could sound bad coming from me, but football coaching is more important in football than any other sport because of how many different variables you have to account for. They have the most people on the field, they have the most staffs, they have the biggest rosters. And so now you have to have somebody who has the mind to control all of that. And it takes a special individual.
Oh, you a CEO. Oh, you definitely a CEO.
You have to be a special individual. And here's the thing.
No, the
you have
GM
to know
is
who
the
to pick
CEO.
because you have to have a good offensive and defensive coordinator.
Yes,
You
but
have
that's
good
the whole thing.
coordinators.
But they blocked out a lot of black and other players of color in the offensive, and that bullshit they have now that they have to interview players and hire offensive coaches that are black or of color and women.
Here's another problem I'm gonna tell you.
All they're gonna do is hire running back coaches.
It's not that. It's not that. They'll hire coordinators, but I'm gonna tell you how they'll do it. You know, Mike McCarthy, for a while, he had a black coordinator. You want to know who that was? Edgar Bennett. A lot of people didn't even know because they'll take it and they'll take that black coordinator and put him on the same side of the ball that his head coach came from. That is what happened. Like Eric, it took a while for us. People think the Eric Bieniemy thing happened overnight. No, it took us a while to catch on to that. The media.
I remember when he was still playing.
It's Andy Reid and then Eric Bieniemy side by side. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's the thing. That's another trick.
Who was the other offensive coordinator for Green Bay under homegrown? Sherm. What was it? What was the brother name?
Sherm Edwards.
Not Sherman. Not Herm Edwards. It was Sherman. His first name was Sherman, and he was their offensive coordinator. But as media like to call it, he was the de facto offensive coordinator because Mike Holmgren was calling the plays.
Yeah, the head coach, and that's one of the things that happened so much. Where you're a coordinator, but you're on the same side of the ball that your head coach came from. So any success that you should get, your head coach gets it. And now it's starting to get embarrassing because how are they? That's the thing. How exactly are they picking these coaches?
Sherman Lewis was the offensive coordinator for that Patriot team that beat that Packer team that beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Man, he was. A lot of people don't mention that shit, but he was the offensive coordinator for that team.
Yeah, and that's the problem. And here's the thing that frustrates ever living hell out of me. Now, most fans know this. With fantasy football and the money involved, most fans know the head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Most offensive and defensive coordinators do press conferences just like the head coach. And here's the thing that just frustrates the hell out of me. The excuses are starting to fall off. For example, the Rams this year, these last 2 years, have eaten up so many excuses for the NFL. Because you had Tampa Bay last year. They had 3 black coordinators. That's why I love Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians was absolutely blatant. He was giving the finger to the NFL.
Bruce Arians,
saying, y'all ain't.
Bruce Arians gangster, man. That motherfucker fuck y'all. This is my team. This is how we going to win. Yo, we going to win with these motherfuckers. You don't like it? Fuck it.
Exactly. Hey, I'm going to give you these 3. I got 3 black coordinators. I won the Super Bowl in overwhelming fashion. I'm gonna let y'all explain to the people why none of them will become head coaches. I will let you explain to them.
Okay.
And then this year, St. Louis Rams did not outscore people. Look at the scores.
You mean the LA
They did
Rams?
not outscore people. That defense beat the hell out of people.
Raheem, yo, every week I give a shout out to Raheem Morris, man. Video Raheem. Yo,
And now,
from
why are we
Hofstra
getting
University, Uniondale, New York. Shout out to Uniondale,
But
New
here's
York.
my question, and I'm gonna call people out. Why is Eberflus better than Raheem Morris? Why
is Brandon Staley got a job and he had the same position than Raheem Morris? Brandon Staley is caca. He ain't shit.
Okay, Brandon Staley is on the list. Why is it? No, I can't put. I'm gonna put Zach Smith on the list. I'm gonna put my man O'Donnell. I think it's O'Donnell, the Vikings head coach. I'm putting these guys on the list. Why are we getting Raheem Morris over them? He's proven there. Because here's the thing: and now you're penalized for going too far in the playoffs. That's the thing. That's the problem. First, you had to be a proven coordinator. Now it's the inverse.
They just changed the rules. Shout out.
We don't have
Honduran brother.
You went too far in the playoffs.
Shout out to my Honduran brother Brian Flores for suing these motherfuckers, and he's just like, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. Fuck it, and I love that shit.
Yo, and he got a job. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. He got a job. He got a job in one of the more stable organizations. So now, once again, coming from the Steelers organization,
but the Steelers is another group of gangsters. There was gangster back in the day. They hired Bill Nunn. Yo, Bill Nunn was getting on the Steelers left and right in the 60s and 70s. You know what old man Rooney did? He told Nunn, okay, you find me some talent in the HBCUs, and I'll hire you. And they did. And those championships in the 70s, most of the stars are from HBCUs.
HBCUs.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And that's the thing. That translates. Mean Joe Green, one of the nicest and one of the brightest individuals. I believe he was a career.
He built this Steeler team we know right now.
My university is named after him. My alma mater is named after him. North Texas Mean Green.
Yeah.
And I've met him numerous times. That's why I can say personally from the little experiences I had with him, very nice, very bright. And you want to know where I met him at? When I was working out at UNT, working with the D-line coaches over there, working with the D-line, he was right there. And he would give it. And I'm saying, and I watched him, and I would watch him do a little bit, because you ain't going to tell Mean Joe Green, hey, no, get out of it. No one's doing that.
But before we go, let me tell y'all, keep it on the football theme. Herschel Walker is Republican candidate for Senate in Georgia. Shout out. I voted last Tuesday. Shout out to Reverend Warnock. But let me let you know what this babbling motherfucker, I think he's suffering from CTE, said about the shooting that happened last week. Cain killed Abel, and that's a problem that we have. What we need to do is look into, we can stop those things. You know, you talk about doing a disinformation. What about getting a department that can look at young men, that's looking at women, that's looking at the social media? What about doing that? Look into things like that, and we can stop this shooting. Yo, what kind of babble was that shit? Would you vote for this motherfucker?
Let me tell you something, man. He playing right into the overlord's hands, bro. Look, man, we gotta get that dude out of there.
Yo,
hey, man, you ain't got football in your hand. Shut the hell up, Herschel.
Yo, man. And you know, he got a dissociate, some kind of disorder where basically he stalked women. He got a mental illness that he stalked women. And preferably white women. So your wife, Philip wife, Kate's
We
your
good.
wife, you're safe.
We
You
good.
don't have to
We ain't got to
worry.
worry about nothing.
But all my white sisters that listening, watch
Good
your neck.
luck.
Watch your
Hey,
neck.
stay safe.
Herschel was
Stay
looking
safe.
at you.
Yeah. And on that note, this is another great show wrapping up. What do you got to say to the folks, Devo, as we wrap up?
Yo, the Mets won, and I'm waiting for Boston to win, and I win my parlay. But folks, it's been real. I ain't gonna say Happy Memorial Day, but that's an oxy fucking moron. But how you be happy about motherfuckers that died? Just think about it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Just enjoy the day off.
Enjoy your day off. All I gotta say, hey man, real quick, that the thing that happened out there, a lot of people are talking about it in Texas, the little gun thing. What it made the Uvalde shooting. I'm about 3.5 hours away from it. I'm also in Texas. I'm in North Texas. The thing what made me do is it made sure, hey man, don't take life for granted. I do the same thing. I take my babies to school, I drop them off, and I expect to come back home, come get them, take them back home. There's 19 parents who got the phone calls. They dropped their baby off in the morning. They got a phone call. They planning their funerals in the afternoon. Let's not take life for granted, people. All right. Shout out to all the veterans. All right. Love, peace, and make a little love in your life.